All right. Looks like we are live. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you guys are all doing good. So, today is going to be interesting because I just saw a tweet from ICT where he said today price action actually might not be that good, which is kind of a bummer, honestly, because I haven't really gotten a good trade yet this week. If I was on the charts after 11 on yesterday, I would have caught that one trade from yesterday, but I was not on the charts after 11, and then Monday I was trying not to trade because I assumed it was going to be bad price action because it was a Monday. In the future, I might need to figure out I might just need to try and go into each day with the mindset of today could be good price action, today might not be good price action. I am just going to go off of what I see and play it by ear. Because there were like a couple good trades on Monday that I probably could have taken that I just didn't get a take because I was not trading on Monday. Anyway, so you can see that this weekly fair value gap so far has been holding. Now, the question is, are we going to break through this weekly fair value gap to the downside? That's the question. So this weekly fair value gap's holding. Are we going to get through this? And if we get through this, then we will likely come down to this daily fair value gap here. And then from there, we will see what happens. But for now, the first test will be this weekly fair value gap. Now, I'll show you this tweet from ICT real quick. Alright, let me pull it up. ICT. He said, this week is NFP protocol, which means the market will enter less favorable price action into Wednesday. This is already noticeable by viewing the London session delivery. Middle East conflicts invites manual intervention. Respect the risk. So, hopefully that's not true, but I could see that being the case because if NFP is later this week, then typically the days before NFP will form a range. But I'm gonna play it by ear. I'm not gonna just go off of someone else telling me something. I hope that it's not bad price action, but we'll see. If I take a losing trade, then oh well, it's a lesson for the future. But honestly, there's been too many days where it's been like no trades, and I've been so patient. I feel like if we see a good setup, we should take it today. That's my own thoughts. And if it doesn't work out, then in the future we'll know not to trade on the Wednesday before NFP. Like we'll figure out all these niche rules in the future. But for now, I will take a trade if it's a good setup, as always. So, and also if price action is good, I will be looking at price action just to see. But it does look like we are forming some kind of a range here. So what he's saying could be true. We swept out this pretty clear sell side target right here. We took it out. So most of the sell side has been taken now. Let me get rid of this weekly fair value gap. So now if I pull up the higher time frame chart, if I go here and look discount to premium, my guess is we are looking to go to this fair value gap because this daily fair value gap will be in discount of this range. That's my guess. That's where the draw is for this week at the very least, is this daily BISI down here, because this is in discount of this range. And I could see us going to this lower half of this as well. So we'll see. But yeah, here we go. Daily BISI. So that seems like that's the draw on liquidity, but in the short term, we could see some kind of consolidation or move higher. We'll see. But it does kind of look like this is a trying to think of what it's called. Classic ICT weekly expansion. I'll show you what I mean. So there's weekly profiles. Oh, okay, BISI. So when I say BISI, that's just a fair value gap, bro. So it's the exact same thing. It's just a fancy name for it. I don't know. I just kind of felt like calling it that. But yeah, BISI is the same thing as, technically BISI is for fair value gaps formed by like these from bullish candles. But like a SIBI would be like a bearish fair value gap. So SIBI would be bearish fair value gap. BISI is bullish fair value gap. So you can see like this one would be BISI, this one would be SIBI. So if you ever want to just sound like you know what you're talking about and sound fancy, then you could call them SIBIs and BISIs, and people honestly just like to confuse you when they talk like that. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, just like it's just a daily fair value gap. But you can see that it is interesting. We pushed into this daily fair value gap. We swept these highs. I feel like I mean it could be wrong because this is a weekly fair value gap, so we just have to see if this either holds. Yeah, they stand for, so BISI is buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. SIBI is sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So sell side imbalance. Definitely research it on your own for sure. Buy side inefficiency. And then BISI is, because it's like the technical name for a fair value gap, because it's actually explaining what the fair value gap is actually doing, and I could explain that in a second. I mean, my understanding of it could be like possibly inaccurate, but I could give you like my interpretation of what this means. Fish and C. Anyway, these are the technical names for bearish fair value gap and bullish fair value gap. And the way I understand it is, this could be wrong, okay? But I think the idea is sell side imbalance means not everyone got a sell up in this range. So there's going to be excess sell orders. There's going to be an imbalance of sell orders. So people that wanted to sell, that didn't get a sell, are going to want to sell here. Buy side inefficiency means when we went and ran through here, we took out all the buy orders. So there's no buy orders left. So there's excess sell orders and there's no buy orders. This creates like an inefficiency. This is a fair value gap. Then buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, same thing. We took out, let's see, not everyone that got a buy here was able to buy here because we moved through this range so fast. So there's an imbalance. Oh no, so sorry, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. And then, so not everyone that got a buy here was able to buy here, and then all the sell orders were taken out. So there's so all the sell orders got taken out, but there's excess buy orders. So anyway, that's how I understand it. That could be like an incorrect interpretation, but that's how I understand it. Anyway. So it does look like today is going to be possibly choppy, but we're still going to take a look at the market. Yo, are those equal lows? We do have equal low indicator turned on, right? Okay, so they're not exactly equal, but they are close. Nah, this is a sweep. Okay, that's a sweep. I will mark out London and Asia in just a second. Audio deco. What the frick, bro? Oh, what does that mean? Auto did yeah, you can just sound really smart if you just start using fancy words. Like, so many people do that, and it bugs the crap out of me because, like, they make, like, specifically ICT does this where he makes things way more complicated than they need to be because he calls them like crap like that. Like, he just says this buy side Bissy or whatever. I don't know what's going on with ICT with the Robbins Cup. Apparently he's like, I don't know, man. That's a whole situation of its own. I don't know what's going on with that. It's very autodidacacious. What does it mean though? What does that mean? I can't figure out what it means. I didn't see a definition on Google. I just tried to look it up. The purple. What? Is this your new strategy? The purple bullet. Purple ass bullet. I like it. Okay, so I think these could be no, those aren't equal lows. Okay, so let's actually mark out Asia and London right now, just so we have it marked out. Because I'd rather have it marked out right now than I feel like I'm wasting time if I don't mark it out right now. So, let's go. Yeah, dude, exactly. Okay, 20, mark out Asia, so 20 until midnight. Okay, 20. So this was Asia. Oh, I was going to show you what I thought the weekly profile could be. This is just like totally me speculating, but let me pull up AM Trades weekly profiles. Okay.
Close of the weekly candle as previously mentioned.
Okay, here we go. So this is your classic. So far this is following this weekly profile, the closest, where you have Monday forms a high, pushes into a 4-hour or higher PD array, so a 4-hour key level. Then Tuesday dumps, and this matches it the closest in my opinion. So I mean, it could be not exactly like this, but every single week is going to be different. Nothing's going to be exact, but this matches it the closest because we pushed into a 4-hour key level on Monday, and I'll show you what I mean. So, this is the classic weekly expansion profile. I can't remember, but the reason I say that is because on Monday, let's see, on Monday. Oh, is this even a key level though? Wait, let's figure this out because I thought this was Monday. Anyway, Monday pushed up higher. No, actually, wait a second. This could be not what I'm thinking. I think so. What the thing is, we need a key level for this to be valid. There's not really a key level here. I mean, maybe this is a. Oh wait, maybe this is a key level. Oh yo, wait, this is a key level. Look at this. It's 4-hour. This 4-hour order block midpoint. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, so I'm gonna probably stop talking about that. Anyway, let's take a look at the actual day and see what's going on. I'm not gonna get too far into the weeds. Let's just take a look at the actual day's price action. So top right. So we got Asia. We got London here from 2 until 5. Okay, 2 until 5. So So far, it's seeming like it's a lot of consolidation and a lot of chop. So it is kind of like what ICT was saying, where today could be a less favorable day to trade for price action because NFP is later this week. So we'll see. I'm just gonna play it by ear. I think honestly, this price action looks okay. Like this is tradable. Like I mean, this is kind of bad, but this right here, this is okay. So I don't know. I think I'll play it by ear. I'm not just gonna like blindly follow ICT. I think this is fine. So anyway, we swept out London's lows. Clearly. So this was a sweep of London lows. Top, center, sweep of London lows. Let's also mark out our previous day's highs and previous day's lows. Okay. The previous day's high is all the way up here, so I don't know if that makes sense. We will mark out previous day's low then, because that's only right here. So maybe we're going to go to previous day's low. It's possible. Previous day's low. So that could be a draw on liquidity. We're just marking everything out right now. We're not going to for sure say anything has to happen. And then this is high of the day right here. Maybe we come up, sweep high of the day, and then we go down to previous day's low. I could see that happening. Let me make sure this is like exactly accurate. Okay. Okay, high of the day, previous day's low. Okay. So actually, we did. So this wasn't the high of the day. The high of the day was Asia, right here. So we just swept the high of the day actually. Okay, this is interesting. So high of the day was Asia, right? So okay, zooming back in, we swept London's lows. At this point, we got a 1 minute market structure shift. Sweep of London lows, market structure shift. Here's your TGR entry right here. Your TGR entry. And then for your TGR entry, you could target this high, you could target this high. Your best bet honestly would have been Asia's highs. Dang, that's a nice TGR trade, dude. Whoa, that's crazy. You see that? Imagine if you put your stop loss below the fair value gap. Whoa, 15-to-1 restore trade. That's nuts. Anyway, 3-to-1 risk reward trade if you took it to Asia's highs. So, let's check for SMTs. So we swept out Asia's highs now. Sweep of Asia's highs. We got this inverse for value gap. So this inverse for value gap would have almost been really, really good, but we closed like way down here. So honestly, I'm not gonna follow ICTU here because the price action looks fine. Like genuinely, I gotta think for myself and be a free thinking trader, and this price action is honestly totally fine. So I will be trading today if we get a setup that actually is valid. Like if it's a good setup. I'm not just gonna take some random bad setup, and I'm definitely not gonna be trading if price action's bad. So yeah, this inverse for value would have been good, but you can see we closed below this old swing low. And this candle body didn't quite close below the old fair value gap, so that wouldn't have been valid. So we're gonna close that, get rid of that. I'm curious, maybe we got an SMT here, 842, 855, 842, 855. Not not quite an SMT there. Here we got a market structure shift clearly. This was a clear market structure shift, right? So you really kind of have to know what you're doing to trade TGR strategy, but if you know what you're doing, you can do TGR strategy for sure. So market structure shift. I'm starting to understand TGR strategy a lot better now, actually. Now that I think his strategy honestly works the best when you use like London's lows, London's highs, Asia's lows, Asia's highs, like previous day's high, previous day's low. That's when his strategy really works the best. If you don't use some random high, if you use specific highs, like sweep of Asia's highs, that kind of stuff, that's when his strategy works the best. Anyway, this would be that fair value gap entry for TGR strategy. And then your entry would be here, stop loss above these highs. And then, yeah, I would take profit for this trade at low key. I would just target previous day. I would definitely take partials. So I'd take partial here. I'd take partials all through here. I'd take partials at these relatively equal lows. Partial here. But like in general, like you might be able to target previous day's low and be fine. I'm not gonna say that with confidence though. That could be wrong. But you might be able to target previous day's low. But I hate making big trades like that and then being wrong. So we are going to. But this is kind of cool that you could take this trade here, right? So okay, we gotta find entry possibly. But we haven't really got any inverse for value gaps yet, so we're not really missing out on anything. Not yet. This is like a 2-minute BPR. If I go to the 2-minute time frame, yeah. Oh, I don't know if you're still there or not, if you're still here, but I don't know if you saw my video I made, but it was exactly about what we talked about yesterday, which is pretty cool. The Bitcoin thing. I thought that was a pretty smart video. I think that could get some views, but I don't know. But I made a video on Bitcoin's fair value gap, the 3-month fair value gap. Let's see. Hang on just a sec. Okay. So, yeah, possible TGR entry right there. Possibly you could take this down to previous day's low. But that's just speculation, and it's not the model that I'm trading right now, so I'm just going to get rid of that. But just so you know, possibly you could take this down previous day's low. Nice little 6.7 to 1 risk reward. I'm not totally sure about that, but anyway. I wonder if this was a 30-second inversion. Could you have taken this on the 32nd? Not quite sure. Nah, because this closed below this gap. Okay, so we are getting a push lower. We'll see if we hold this this 2-minute BPR here. Do I have equal lows and equal highs on? Yes, I do. Okay. So silver bullet strategy is the first 5-minute fair value gap that forms between 10 and 11. So we still have quite a bit of time before a 5-minute fair value gap forms between 10 and 11. But I do think the drawn liquidity is previous day's low because we did sweep Asia's highs. We swept Asia's highs, and this is also sweep of Asia's highs and high of the day. So I have my bias kind of starting to warm up now a little bit, but we will see. As the day progresses, we will see what we get. So let's see what else we have here. So this was also an order block entry. So this push up. Hey, what up? How's it going? So right now what we're looking at is essentially, first we swept out London's lows. I'll show you what I'm talking about. We swept out London's lows. We got a market structure shift. This would be your typical TJR entry. You would target, if you were trading this, right, you would target Asia's highs. Nice 3-to-1, and then imagine if you put your stop loss here, that'd be like a 15-to-1, but in reality it was like a 3-to-1. Thanks, dude. That's really nice of you to say. I appreciate it. Hopefully my videos are helpful or at least entertaining. I don't know. A lot of the reason I make the videos is to like help myself improve, but I hope I'm helping other people as well. So yeah, and then anyway, we swept Asia's high here, and then here's your typical TGR entry on this side of the curve where we swept Asia's highs. We got this market structure shift, and then here's your typical TGR entry on this fair value gap, and then targeting like these lows, and then eventually maybe I'm not gonna say for sure, but maybe we were gonna go towards previous day's low, and that's this low right here. So, but I'm not gonna say for sure that that's gonna happen, but I am like, my bias is still kind of warming up right now. I'm still kind of like looking at the chart and looking at everything we have. I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss any SMTs because I don't know, on Monday I missed a key SMT and it just totally screwed me up for the whole day. I missed like an SMT and then I missed equal lows, and it was totally like my own fault too because I wasn't looking at the chart completely. Ooh. Hold up. You see these? We have equal highs on the S&P. Oh my gosh, we have equal highs on the S&P. Okay. So that's a possible red flag, but it doesn't mean we have to go there right away. But that is red flag. Like, we did sweep Asia's highs, but I don't know, those equal highs there look pretty scary to me. Okay, let's see. So yeah, we did sweep Asia's highs though, so I don't know, I'm still keeping an open mind. I'm still looking at possible trades for both sides. Just getting more information right now. Looking for SMTs. We got these aren't exactly equal, but they are close. Let's see if we have. Okay. Wow. So no, we don't just have just relatively equal highs, but we also have relatively equal lows. So we're actually sandwiched on the S&P 500. We're sandwiched between equal highs and equal lows. So that makes me feel a little better. That maybe we're going to come dump down and then get a push up because we have equal highs and we have equal lows. So both sides might get wrecked here. Both bulls and bears might get wrecked here. But that's interesting. Equal highs and equal lows. Aw, dude, thanks. Yeah, I hope that made it make a little bit more sense. Like, if you really think about it and like conceptually understand liquidity, liquidity is the only reason, for the most part, the market moves anywhere because it wants to stop as many people out as possible. It wants to go to wherever the most amount of stop losses are at any given time, and the market works in ranges. So if like there's people all holding through here buying and selling, well then it wants to run through all those lows, and you can see it does that right after. And then if there's people in here buying and selling, well it wants to run through this range. It wants to run through all these highs, and then it goes and stops people out. So the market moves to stop people out. That's like the whole point of the market. It's constantly stopping people out. So I'm glad that video was helpful. That's really cool. Okay, anyway, yeah, we got these equal lows on the S&P. If this 5-minute closes below, this could tell me that the bias is for sure bearish, possibly. That's on the S&P. The market will be opening in 6 minutes. We have 6 minutes till market open. Oh, I need to pull up my trading stuff. Okay. Just hang on a sec. Aw, thank you, dude. That means so much to me. You're the best, man. You're probably like the first nice, genuinely nice person. Like I mean, besides Ronnie, obviously, but like the second genuinely nice person that has been like just really saying nice things to me. I swear, I get so many people saying so like mean stuff. So much. I don't know, not mean stuff, but like they're just like they don't take me seriously, and I'm like, bro, this stuff actually works, but it's just a matter of me getting better to prove it. And I'm like. I'm like, I don't know. I'm so close to breaking through, and I think it'll happen possibly within the next month. I think I've been getting so much better with my trading, and like, yeah, I'm glad that I'm helping you. It means a lot to me. But at the end of the day, I'm making these videos for myself and just to get better myself. And in the last month, I've gotten so much better. I've gotten so much better. So. Anyway, I gotta log on to my account here. Okay, I almost have this pulled up. So looks like possibly we closed below this gap here. So it's possible we might start to go lower pretty soon. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. All right, I'm back. So far, still, I would definitely say that it to me looks like there has not been any inverse fair value gap entries. There was almost this entry, but this did not close below the old gap, so I would not have considered this valid. And then on the 32nd, this wasn't valid either because as well we closed below this swing low here. So that there's not really like a valid inverse fair value gap setup. So I haven't really missed anything yet, I would say, unless this was a 30-second inversion. Okay, so this was a 30-second inversion, but not something super great. Nothing like this is just such a small fair value gap, and we're not really distributing from anywhere specific. I guess maybe this is like this is a 3-minute fair value gap, so I guess maybe maybe this was the only trade so far you could have taken, right? This 1-minute inversion, this 30-second inversion, but I'm not upset like about missing that. I think that wasn't that great of a trade anyway, so we did have a 30-second inversion here back to the upside, but like I'm not putting a ton of weight in that because I'm bearish, right? And the market did just open, so we will see what happens here. Just gonna have some patience though because the market's getting where there's a lot of movement right now, and it's gonna take a while for things to chill out. Did we push into anything? We pushed into this 1-minute order block. This breaker block, I would call this a breaker block actually, because this is a low, high, lower, low, or high, low, higher, high, high, low, higher, high, lower, low. I don't know. The order block and a breaker block together. Anyway, we are pushing lower off of that like we thought we would. Everything's in line with our bias. So now we do have a 1-minute fair value gap here. I would love, 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 love if we can come. US 30 is going wicked. What do you mean? Like, is there? I'll pull it up right now. Like, what's going on? Hang on. Oh wow. Whoa. The Nasdaq already went back up. Okay. Anyway, US 30. Oh my gosh. What is going on? That's crazy. Okay, so we are getting a push back higher now on Nasdaq. We gotta be on the lookout for SMTs. 806, 930, 806. This is a lower low. So this was actually an SMT right here, which is pretty cool because we did get a pump right after that SMT to take out Asia's high. So this could have been a possible trade. Guessing this was like a 2-minute inverse for value gap. Yeah, like I would definitely consider taking this, right? If I was on the charts at this time, this would be a good trade. This 2-minute inverse for value gap targeting Asia's high. Really nice trade. So with the SMT as well, because you could see we had this fair value gap and we closed above it, and then we went straight to Asia's highs. So yeah, that would have been a good trade. So I honestly, stuff like that, like trades like this, I am pretty much convinced that price action, like if we're getting trades like this only about an hour ago, price action's fine. It's very fine to trade this price action. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Clearly, we're getting good trades. I mean, if it continues to look like this, then maybe I'm not so sure because this is kind of ugly. But this is fine. So if we get something like this, I will definitely take. I'll definitely consider taking it if it's good enough. Like this would have been good. I like this trade. We had an SMT inverse for value gap. And you can see it's a lot more clear on the 3-minute here. This is a lot more clear on the 3-minute. You have this 3-minute gap, top, inside, center. A lot more clear on the 3-minute that you have this inverse for value gap. Anyway, that's a trade you could have taken. I'll share that in my market recap. But we'll see if we can get any trades today. About SMC, like Smart Money Concepts, or SMTs, like Smart Money. Are you talking about SMTs or SMC? Are you talking about SMC? Smart Money Concepts? Okay, so we pushed into this 15-minute for value gap right here. I'm going to get rid of this trade for now because I'm trying to focus on the charts here. But we did just push into this 15-minute for value gap and hold it. Looks like we held the consequent encroachment of this 15-minute for value gap pretty well. So we are dumping now. And I do think that we will take out previous day's low at some point later on. So especially because we do have equal lows on the S&P 500, right? Wherever they went. Did we already take them out? Oh no, they're right here. What you prefer? What do you mean? Like, what are you asking about? You want to learn more about what? What is SMC? Smart Money Concepts? Or are you talking about SMT? Anyway, yeah, respected the midpoint of this 15-minute fair value gap. Very interesting. Okay, we're getting a 1-minute fair value gap right here. Holding this 1-minute fair value gap. I do think the draw on liquidity is probably previous day's low, so we have the draw on liquidity here because we swept Asia's highs. Maybe we can get some kind of inverse fair value gap out of this. Oh, this is also a breaker block, so we got a high, low, higher, high, lower, low. This is a very clear breaker block because we swept out these highs here. So this is a very, very good breaker block right here. So this is a unicorn setup. We have the breaker block and the fair value gap. Now I'm only taking inverse fair value gap, so I'm not going to take this trade, but very nice breaker block. So we could start to see a bigger move down here very soon. I would expect this to be the draw on liquidity. Am I doing SMC? I'm not doing. I trade smart money concepts. Are you talking about smart money concepts? That's what I'm asking about. Like, are you talking about smart money concepts? I do think we will run these lows pretty fast here. This is not a trade I'm taking, so I'm going to get rid of this. But we did react off of this breaker block here. You can see we got that this 1-minute fair value gap. We hit the consequent encroachment, and we just started dumping right away. And we also are reacting off this breaker block too. Man, that's crazy. We got such a strong reaction, and as well, you can see this is an order block. So there's like 3 confluences in one, right? 3 confluences in one. I'm using smart money concepts, yeah. So I am using smart money concepts, if that's what you're wondering. They are also called ICT concepts. So you can see we went straight down to that target. So this. I will recap this in my market recap that this could have been a possible trade you could have taken. This unicorn setup down to these relatively equal lows, and then also eventually you probably could take it down to previous day's low as well. But I'm taking only inverse fair value gap setups, so I did not take that trade. 1-minute fair value gap overlapped with this breaker block. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, I trade smart money concepts. So if you want to learn more, go watch Dodgy's Bootcamp. Just look up Dodgy's Bootcamp on YouTube, and that's where I would start. And I would just watch every single one of those videos. If you're like genuinely serious about learning, start there. Watch his entire bootcamp. Watch the entire thing. Make it all the way to the end. And that's gonna set you on your fastest track to profitability. Like, no doubt. Dodgy's Bootcamp is like the best out there. Yes, there's other boot camps, but if you want your best bet, Dodgy's is really good. So I definitely recommend watching Dodgy's Bootcamp. But yeah, we had this breaker block here. Dodgy, DODGY, Dodgy. So and then just search this. Dodgy's Bootcamp. And then start on episode 1. And then watch the entire thing. It's going to take a while, but trust me, dude. That's going to set you on the fastest track to profitability. There are a lot of other ways. I'm glad I'm helping you. Like, there are a lot of other trying to think of what to call it. Like, there's a lot of information out there, and it's tough to get the right information. So that's one of the most annoying parts about trading is it takes like 6 months to a year to get the right information. So like, if I can just give it to you right now, like, I would love to do that, you know? So yeah, Dodgy's Bootcamp. Dodgy's the best. Go subscribe to him. Go like his videos. But yeah, looks like we are possibly going to continue down to the previous day's low pretty soon here. And we already took out previous day's low on the S&P, so I would love to just get an inverse value gap set up right about now, because at this point the bias is very clear, and we have previous day's low is very clear draw on liquidity. So if we could just get retracement to some kind of fair value gap, and then inverse fair value gap out of it, I will probably take that. So we have this 1 minute fair value gap here. We have this 1 minute fair value gap. Are we going to get a move up to that? I'm not sure. We have this sell side right here. So we just took out this sell side, so we might get a reaction off of this back up, or maybe we're just gonna keep going down previous day's low. We'll see. We'll see. Dang, dude. I wish I got this entry. But this is what I was saying from the very beginning of the day. I was like, well, you could probably take this trade down to whatever you want to call it. Probably take it down to previous day's lows and be fine. And look at this. We're almost there. Like I said this 20 minutes ago. I said you probably take this trade. And back then it was probably like, that's just ridiculous to even say. But like, look at it. We're almost there already. Look at how fast this happened, too. Yeah, I'll tell you about the unicorn. So, we'll go in detail on this unicorn setup here. So, ignore everything else. So, let me get rid of everything. So, first, the important thing to note is you have to know where the market's going to go for a good unicorn setup. If you don't have a good draw on liquidity, you're not going to get a good unicorn setup. So in this case, we swept out Asia's highs and high of the day, and then we got this market structure shift. So I was at this point bearish because we already took out the high of the day and we swept out Asia's highs. This told me that the draw on liquidity was lower, and the most obvious one to me was previous day's low right here. So that was where I felt, or it seemed to me that was the most clear and obvious draw on liquidity was previous day's low. So I marked that out on my chart. And so this is where I was thinking the market was being drawn to. And so anyway, your entry would be on the unicorn setup. So here's the unicorn setup. Unicorn setup is a breaker block, overlapping with a fair value gap. In this case, so a breaker block is a high, low, higher high, lower low. So this down close candle right here, you highlight this down close candle, you drag it over. So specifically, so high, low, higher high, and this higher high has to sweep some form of liquidity, and then lower low, and then when that overlaps with the fair value gap, that's where you enter right here. But I gotta look for trades right now, so but you can watch my video on I made a short on this. Go through my shorts and look for the one I talk about, the unicorn setup. I made it like a week ago, so go check that out. Hopefully that'll be helpful to you. Anyway, looks like we have taken out this low, but we have this major draw on liquidity down here. If we taken out the equal lows on the S&P, yeah, we took out the equal lows on the S&P. So now, so this is interesting. We might actually not get the previous day's low, possibly because look at this. 11 o'clock low, 9:40 low. 11 o'clock low, 9:40 low. So we have, I mean, it's not an SMT really until we get further confirmation that the market's going to go back up. But if this were to be the low, this would be an SMT right here. So very interesting. So yeah, we swept out this liquidity. Only problem I have here is we do have this major sell side liquidity right here. So, but we are going into the macro here, so I'm gonna consider taking this trade. Oh, and oh crap, we already got it. This was the entry. I missed it. Dang it. Okay. I don't know. There's not really a clear draw on liquidity, but I would probably target this high. I'd say this is probably going to work. I guess we have this fair value gap. I would target this fair value gap just to be safe. Dang it, I missed it because I wasn't looking at the 2-minute chart. And it looks like we are going to hit this fair value gap, and this would, your take profit would get hit right now, possibly. Yeah. And so yeah, your TP would just get hit there, and I would get all out there because I can't say for sure we're gonna break through this fair value gap. Like obviously, like we could go to this high, but all I know for sure is we're gonna go to this fair value gap, and you can see we were getting a reaction off that fair value gap already. So, yeah. Nice little 1-to-1 trade there, but yeah, I just didn't see it in time, and I'm not gonna chase that move. So we got a market structure shift here, closed above the swing high, so market structure is now bullish. So we've had like 2 or 3 really good trades so far today, and I haven't caught a single one, but that's okay. Oh, shoot. So we have this market structure shift. This fair value gap here would be your TGR entry. This fair value gap mixed with this breaker block. The only thing is there's this very, very, very significant draw on liquidity right here. This previous day's low. So that automatically brings us down from like an A setup to like an A minus or maybe a B. It's not bad though. But yeah, this is like a breaker block overlap with a fair value gap. So the entry would be like right here. Your entry would be right there. I'd honestly put your stop loss right here below this fair value gap. So you would have got tagged in right there. And at this point, at this point, I would target yeah, it's a B setup because we have previous day's low down here, right? I put your stop loss to break even at this high. I'm not taking this trade, by the way, because I'm just not good enough at BPR entries yet. I mean, not BPR, unicorn setups yet. And then I'd probably just TP. I'd take profit mostly here, or no, I'd do TP1 here. And then, didn't we have equal highs? So this is going into the macro. This is breaker block and a fair value gap overlapped. So this 30-second gap is about to inverse. I guess you could take this, but I don't know. It's kind of a small fair value gap. The 15-second already closed above. Yeah, we're going into the macro here, so I could definitely see us accelerating. We'll just have to see what happens. But yeah, I'm not taking this trade, guys. So, but then maybe like, I don't know. I'm not gonna put that on the screen because I don't want people to think I'm taking this trade because I'm not taking break blocks and fair value ups right now. And also, this is like a B or A minus because there is this previous day's low below. So if this fair value got broken, I would like consider taking this short. 2 minute, 3 minute. If this 3 minute closes below, okay, all right. If this 3 minute closes below, so we have a 1 minute fair value gap. We're just gonna have to see. I mean, the problem with taking this 3 minute is, yeah, this is a 3 minute inverse, but there's still a 1 minute fair value gap right here. So really, you'd want to see it close below both, and then at that point, like your risk reward's not super good. So I don't love it. But yeah, it's also another thing where we're going into the macro and like. Because we're going into the macro, I'm anticipating the macro to take us. I'm trying to think of what macro should probably like deliver us off of this breaker block here. So. Is that equal lows? No, not quite. We might need to go into this BPR. Once again, this is not a trade I'm taking. I'm just outlining what I'm looking at. but we are getting possible reaction right now off of this breaker block here. Yeah, I stream every day from 8:50 Eastern time to 11 a.m. Eastern time. So I'll be on here for one more hour. Yeah, I stream every day. So yeah, this would be your TJR entry, right? Because this was a 1 minute for value gap, and we didn't quite hit the consequent encroachment, but you would enter in this 1 minute for value gap. Now, once again, I'm not taking this because the previous day's low is right here, and that just makes it not A plus. That makes it like A minus or a B. So I'm not taking it. And also, I'm not taking TGR setups, or I'm not taking breaker block setups. I'm only taking inverse for value gap setups right now. So I would have taken that inverse for value gap, this 2 minute inverse for value gap right here. I would have taken this, and this would have been a win. This would have been a 1-to-1 win, but I just didn't see it fast enough. So this would also be okay. No, this it would have been better to take on the 2 minute. It would have been better to take on the 2 minute. I was gonna say this inverse right here, but this you had this external gap, so probably not. I'm getting kind of exhausted again. Like at this point in the stream, like I just start to get exhausted. So who knows if we'll get a trade today or not. I hope we get a trade. I hope we get some kind of inverse for value gap, but we'll see. I think an A++ setup would be if we come sweep these lows into this BPR. Yes, unicorn setup's great. You can take unicorn setups, but just understand that I'm not an expert with them yet, so I'm personally not taking them. But unicorn setups are great. Unicorn setups work. If you think unicorn setups make a lot of sense for you, then you should go study unicorn setups. Trading is a personal journey, so whatever works for you is the trades you should use. So. If we got a sweep of these, it looks like we might not. It looks like the breaker block and fair value gap is holding. This fair value gap's right here, so we'll see if we close above this. Then yeah, we'll see if we close above this, or if we get rejected here. I would love to. I think an A+ setup. I wouldn't say A+. I would say A, because we have this previous day's low right here. Otherwise, this would be A+. But if we come down and then sweep these lows into this BPR and then get a 30-second inversion out, that would be an A setup for me. I wouldn't call it A+, just because this previous day's low is a draw on liquidity. It's a draw on liquidity, right? And I don't love that, but I would definitely consider this an A setup and would take it. You're so nice, man. You're so nice. Yeah, you just gotta, it's a personal journey. You gotta figure out what works for you, and what works for me has been inverse for value gaps. Eventually, I will start to incorporate breaker blocks and unicorn setups as well, but I'm still trying to get a little bit more experience with them first. So, yeah, if unicorn setups make a lot of sense to you, then and you like them, then use them, So, And we are getting a reaction to continue higher from this unicorn setup. So this was a fair value gap overlap with a breaker block. We did not get a push lower into this area, but we are getting a reaction off the breaker block. So, like I said, this would have been your TGR entry. Your TGR entry would be in this fair value gap. And now you can pretty much say that this this SMT is starting to solidify from over here, right? So this SMT we talked about, this SMT right here. So 11 a.m. and 9:45, and 11 a.m. and 9:45. You can see this was a lower low, this was a higher low. So this SMT is becoming valid now. So we have these equal highs on the S&P. So that's the clear draw on liquidity to me for the S&P. For the Nasdaq, I'd probably just say high of the day would be the draw on liquidity. So this high. Hey, how's it going? So this is not a trade I took, but because I'm not taking anything that's not inverse or value gaps right now, because I'm just trying to gain experience. But you could see that this was a breaker block. You had this low, high, lower low, higher high, and this lower low swept. Let me go over here. This lower low swept liquidity. It swept this liquidity. See, so it's the series of up close candles that you highlight, or in this case, just one up close candle. So you had a low, a high, a lower low that sweeps liquidity, and then a higher high that creates a market structure shift. So this is the breaker block, and then this overlapped with a fair value gap here. This 1 minute fair value gap. And in this area that overlaps, that's where you enter. And your stop loss, I would put your stop loss in this case below this second fair value gap. And then in this case, move your stop loss to break even at this high. And then final TP at this high. So this would have been a nice 1.4 to 1 risk reward. And then if you wanted to, you could maybe take it higher, but 1.4 is great. And clearly, like, if you put your stop loss here, it would have been something like 5 to 1, but I wouldn't do that. And so anyway, yeah, this would have been a nice unicorn setup right here with the breaker block overlapping with this fair value gap. Overlapped here. Your take profit at this high. But once again, I'm not taking these kinds of setups, especially because this is a super significant draw on liquidity. We are getting a possible inverse or value gap here. So we swept out this high. The only thing is we still have equal highs on the S&P. It's the only thing. Okay, possibly holding this 1 minute for value gap. Kind of like a BPR a little bit, but I wouldn't really consider that a BPR. It's like this is like an old bearish gap that it's holding. So let me get rid of this text here. So yeah, market structure switched to bullish right here, but we do have this very significant draw on liquidity below. So it makes me very cautious. But we did get that SMT. So this was that bullish SMT. So I could see us having a move higher here because of this SMT. Okay. Oh, guys, this could be a trade. We're delivering from a 1 minute for value gap. 48 seconds. Okay, let me just make sure this is in discount of this price leg. It's not in discount. You could take this. You could take this. Okay, I'll take it. Stop loss to break even at this high. Yeah, I'm taking this one right now. Stop loss to break even at this high. I'm kind of nervous. This is like the first trade I've taken all day, so everything I've called out has worked, but if this trade doesn't work, then that's just, I don't know, sad. But that's okay. If it doesn't work out, that's okay. Are you kidding me? Okay, I can't be mad. It followed all my rules, so I'm not going to be mad if it doesn't work out. Whatever. We'll see. We will see. But, I mean, it's pretty high probability. We had this giant SMT. We swept these lows. So I will move stop loss to break even here. And then I'm just going to have final TP be at this high, honestly. So once we take out this, I'll move stop loss to break even. If we can get there. Because if we hit this high, we shouldn't come back to break even. We're almost to break even. We'll see if we get it. We'll see. We're close. Close. Wow. Okay. Well, once again, this followed my rules. I'm not going to be upset if this doesn't work, but we'll see. I'm surprised. I'm shocked we didn't hit that high. If we close below this 30-second, I'm gonna get out. Okay, I'm getting out. I got out. That's a big red flag. Whew. What the heck? What was that? I actually closed in profit, so. That's so weird. That never happens. And watch us hit the stop loss to break even and take profit. Dude, way to go, Ronnie. Sorry, I was so focused on my trade. I guess that's my trade for the day. So I got break even, which is fine. But I'm trying to be disciplined. I'm only taking one trade a day. So that's crazy. This seemed fine. We're distributing from a 1 minute for value gap. We got a 1 minute inverse. But yeah, when we got this 30-second close back below, I was like, dude, I'm out. That was weird. That was so weird. Like, that does not normally happen. But I got out when this 30-second closed below, and that was very smart decision, honestly. That's just weird. But, yeah. Because typically you're going to at least get this internal high here. Look how close we got. So yeah, I'm done for the day. One break even trade. Unfortunately, I've seen like 3 profitable trades that worked, but I didn't take any of those. But then the one I take is the break even one. So sometimes that's just how it goes, and you just gotta stay disciplined. And you get the break even trade, you gotta move on. Tomorrow's a new day. Sticking to one trade a day until I am like, till I'm a lot better. And so, but yeah, you can see that we had. I'll show all the trades. We had 3 different trades that would have worked out. This one I didn't take because this was before I was on the charts, but this was at 6:30. You had this 3-minute that inversed, this 3-minute IFVG. You would have entered here. Stop loss below low. Target edges highs. Actually, there were 5 trades. Guys, there were 5 trades that worked today. There was sweep of London's lows here. Sweep of London lows. And then we had 1 minute market structure shift. And then this 1 minute for value gap would be your entry. If this is like TJR strategy, right? And then I would honestly target Asia's highs. So there's 2 trades. Then you had this TGR strategy where you had sweep of Asia's highs. Then market structure shift here, and then short targeting probably these equal lows. These relatively equal lows, not exactly equal. And then we had, so there were 5 trades. Then we had this 2-minute inversion. And then I would have just targeted this fair value gap here because I can't say for sure we're going to make it past this fair value gap. Clearly we've made it even further up than that. Clearly we made it to this high. And our trade that we would have took just now would have worked out. Unfortunately for us, I exited out early because we had that 30-second close below, but now this would have hit stop loss to break even. Unfortunate, but gotta stay disciplined and just continue to focus on the future. We had this 2-minute inverse fair value gap that you could have taken. Stop loss below the low, or no, I put stop loss. In this case, I'd put stop loss. I put stop loss below the gap. And then I had my whole take profit at this fair value gap here, but you could have had another take profit here, and you can see that would have been a 3.5 to 1 risk to reward. And if you're crazy, you could have had another take profit up here. But I simply would have taken profit all out at this gap here. And then, so what is that? 4 trades, and then what one am I missing? Oh, this breaker block trade, where we had this breaker block and this fair value gap overlap. This is going to be a good market recap. This breaker block and this fair value gap overlap, and then targeting this low here. Holy crap. What a crazy day. Imagine if you took all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then also now 6. If you held this one, this would have been 6. 6 profitable trades. That's going to be the title of the market recap. 6 profitable trades. If this hits take profit. Crazy. This is insane. Genuinely, this is insane. I mean, I know I didn't get a single one, but look at how many profitable trades we just marked out. This one I should have, honestly, should have been a winner, but unfortunately, we got stopped out at break even. And it was only because this 30-second close back below, and I didn't like that, so. This could have, honestly, this saved me probably, if I'm being realistic, because that's just weird for it to do that. But it did hit TP. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 profitable trades that you could have taken today. So, crazy. Like, this is just such... Like, I'm not even going to be taking any more trades today. So, like, I kind of almost want to hop off the charts, but I can't do that, you know? I gotta stay here till 9 at least. Tomorrow's a new day. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get some good trades. We just closed below on this 30-second here. We have equal lows. This will probably be a good trade. I'm done. I can't take any more trades. I already took a break even, but this could be a good trade. And I knew stop loss to break even at this low, honestly. I put stop loss actually right there. This is a nice 2 to 1, and so now I'd move stop loss to break even because we did just hit that low. So I'd move stop loss to break even now, And we'll see if we hit these somewhat relatively equal lows. This could be the 7th profitable trade of the day if this hits TP. Dude, what was ICT on when he tweeted this? He seriously said price action is going to be bad today. What? This is not true at all. Sometimes, like I said, you just have to do what works for you and not listen to other people. Genuinely, just do what works for you and don't listen to other people. Like, other people will say all different kinds of things, and you have to realize other people can be wrong. You know, I don't know. ICT is kind of different because it's like he created a lot of the stuff that works, so it's kind of interesting. But like, he's definitely wrong about this. Like, price action was great today. Seriously, price action was good. I don't know what he's on. Price action was good. And hopefully this one hits TP as well, and then we'll have seven possible trades you could have taken, all hitting take profit. So let's see, now we're coming back up. Yeah, definitely come back tomorrow. Just so you know, not every day is like this. Today was really good. Yeah, definitely come back tomorrow, and hopefully we can get a profitable trade later this week. Now, tomorrow is the day before NFP, so not tomorrow. I don't know if price action is going to be good or not because of that, but we will see. Now, this one might be break even, so we will see. But yeah, definitely come back tomorrow, and yeah, hope you have a great rest of your day. So this one got break even, so not 7 profitable trades, but 6 profitable trades. Still pretty cool. And it depends where you take profit. Now, we do have these equal lows here, which we could definitely use later on. But once again, I'm done for the day. I gotta stay disciplined, but we do have these equal lows. And right now, I'm just getting chart time. I know, crazy, right? Crazy day. 6 profitable trades. Now, I did not take any of these once again because I wasn't on the charts at these times. I wasn't on the chart yet. This one, it's not my entry model right now. I'm focusing on inverse for value gaps. This one, I was slightly late and missed. And this one, I exited once we got the 30-second close back below, and then it ended up hitting our TP. So this one would have been a conviction play. So once again, 6 profitable trades. Very, very cool. 6 different trades you could have taken. And then possibly this 7th one, but this one did not hit TP. This one got stopped at break even. Crazy day. Yeah, right now, like I'm just waiting for 11 because I can't take any more trades. I took my one trade for the day and I got stopped at break even. So I'm just kind of just chilling out, just trying to stay disciplined. Just trying to focus on that. We have these equal highs left still on the S&P, and possibly gonna go hit those soon. We'll see. But we did get that giant SMT, right? So honestly, now I'm bullish for a while because of this giant SMT and this this 5-minute breaker structure kind of confirms it, right? Let's get rid of all the trades because this is like, oh, I might need them later. I'll just draw them out later. It's fine. So yeah, once we got this close above this high here, this breaker structure, and once we inverse this for value gap here, that honestly validated this SMT. So now I could see us continuing higher. We'll see. Now this SMT is actually possibly a really high time frame SMT because what is this? Let's see. This is the weekly for value gap, right? So daily time frame. So we got a SMT in this weekly for value gap. And this is about the consequent encroachment of this weekly for value gap. So this could be the low of the week, very possibly, because we got this SMT, the consequent encroachment of this weekly fair value gap. I believe this is the consequent encroachment of this weekly fair value gap. Looks like it. Yeah. This could be low of the week here. Very possibly this could be low of the week with the consequent encroachment of the weekly fair value gap and the SMT here. So we could be looking at, what's the daily profile called? I mean the weekly profile. Let me pull it up. We could be looking at this one, actually. Where you have Monday, Tuesday pushed down into a 4-hour key level or higher, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I guess today is Wednesday, huh? It's day Wednesday. So we pushed into the key level on Wednesday, but anyway, Thursday, Friday could push higher. Oh, maybe this is actually. Ooh. This could be this consolidation reversal one where you have like all this jumble here, and then Wednesday creates the low, or maybe I guess no, because this wouldn't be right. This would be Thursday we'd create the low, and today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday creating the low. So anyway, yeah, we're respecting CE here. So maybe we push up higher and we go up. Maybe we go. I don't know where we'd go, honestly. Because maybe the S&T just takes us to this fair value gap. Maybe this is as far as we get, because this is a giant fair value gap. So maybe we only get up to here. That's possible. This is also an order block right here. So maybe we get up to here and then we move down further the rest of the week. I could see that. I guess we'll have to see tomorrow, but yeah, I do think that we are probably going to take out this high now. Dude, I think I'm getting better, honestly. I really do. I've been working hard every single day at it. So, anyway, 25 more minutes. Honestly, I just want to hop off the charts, but I gotta get in the chart time so I can get better. Like, I would love to just hop off the charts right now because, like, I can't really take any more trades, but I gotta get in the chart time. So a good trade I would possibly take, is if we came down into this 2-minute fair value gap and then we got an inverse out. This is also a BPR. But we are getting to be in premium, so that does make it into like an A- setup, honestly. But yeah, if we got some kind of inverse out of here, possibly. If we measure this, that's a 2-minute fair value gap right here. Maybe we push into here. Oh, we have equal lows. Yeah, no, I went along with equal lows. Yeah, forgot about that. Equal lows. Yeah, tomorrow might not be that good though, because it's pre-NFP, but I'm just gonna stay disciplined. Maybe this was a 30-second inversion. Not really. Kind of just choppy right now. The price action is getting kind of gross right now, honestly. Just need to get in the chart time here, honestly. Might record my trade recap right now, just so I can get ahead of things. I'm not taking any more trades, so probably record my trade recap right now. I'm gonna pull up all the rest of the trades. Can they just pop back up, please? Okay. So which one should I review today? Is there anyone in the chat? Which trade should I review today? Which one's the best? I think this 2-minute inversion is the best. This 2-minute inversion is the best. Because you target all of these highs here. Okay. This 2-minute inversion is the best. So we swept out this low, formed an SMT with this here, and this 2-minute inversion. Okay. All right, here's the trade I'm going to recap for my trade recap. Yeah, this should be good. Stop loss below the fair value gap. Now let me mark out all the different areas. I think I'm gonna start doing this where if I get done with the day a little early like this, I will just record my trade recap like around 8:30 so I can get more done later on. TP3. Oh wait, why did I put? That was an accident. Okay. All right. What is this? 5-to-1 risk reward trade. Nice. And then I'll just mark this as liquidity sweep. Nice, dude. Okay, I'm gonna record this real quick. Man, so many people hate. It's crazy. Do you guys remember when Bitcoin went to $15,000? Well, what if I told you that that was actually just a 3-month? I'm really actually starting to become immune to all these kind of hate comments that are like shut the frick up, it's gambling, whatever. I'm actually starting to become immune to it because like I really do not care if you don't think that works. Okay, don't trade. Just don't trade then. You know, like I don't care if you don't believe that it works. I will be over here taking 5-to-1 restore trades like this, and you could just sit over there and just keep telling me it doesn't work because I genuinely don't care. It's your own loss if you don't want to get into trading. Genuinely, like I don't understand this. Like I don't understand if people are just gonna hate. Like just don't leave the hate. Like just don't comment like your gambling doesn't work. Like if you don't want to trade, then don't trade. Don't comment on my posts. No one's forcing you to watch my videos. So anyway, I'm gonna record this video. What did I mark it up on? Oh, dang it. I marked it up on NAS 100. Okay. we have to we have to redraw this out. Dang it. How long is this gonna take me? All right. Okay. There is the trade. I will now film the video. Oh, I gotta put this fair value up here. Nice. Okay. Yeah. 2-minute inverse value gap. TP1 stop loss break even. TP2. TP3. Okay. Oh, I gotta put the SMT down. Dang it. Top right, liquidity sweep. SMT. All right, I'm gonna film this. Okay. Okay, should be good now. Okay. All right, I'm about to record this. What time is it? We got 9 minutes until 11, so I got 9 minutes left on this live stream. Anything happen with price action? No, it's been pretty choppy. Oh yeah, this is not good. I would not. The day's been so good. There's no reason for anyone to be trading anymore. I guess there's a possible inverse here. Okay, this is a possible inverse. So this is an inverse for value gap. Yeah, I think this is good. I would enter, and then I would target these equal lows. Where is it? Where are the equal lows, anyways? Okay, they're right here. Yeah, this will be fire, and stop loss to break even at this low. Yeah, here's another trade. Stop loss to break even at that low. Holy. Yeah, stop loss is at break even now for that. You probably have a TP1 right here, honestly. Looks like you'd probably get stopped out at break even, but we'll see. This is a BPR though. So I wonder, okay. I'm gonna take a look at this for a second, because this is getting kind of interesting. If we come back up into this fair value gap, and got an inverse out of that, that would be pretty sweet. So like, if you weren't already in this trade, right? So stinking stupid, dude. I've missed so many good trades just because I'm trying to stick to one trade a day. But you know what? I'm just gonna be disciplined and get the screen time. That's what matters to me. Dang, bro. That I'd probably take another take profit here or something, cause yeah. Actually, nah. You just leave runners. It doesn't really matter. I just take profit all at these equal lows. Pretty clear draw on liquidity, honestly. Yeah. I just do like TP1 here, and then all the rest. I just take all the rest off of the equal lows. This is like a propulsion block. Look at this. Order block, order block. So this is a propulsion block right here. We might just start dumping really fast. Or not. Okay. Honestly, yeah, that's why I stick to my models and I don't deviate. But yeah, interesting. Good to get that screen time on a propulsion block. That propulsion block did not work. But yeah, this trade would probably be break even now. We'll see if we come back and get stopped at a break even. But yeah. Now this BPR trade, if we got some kind of inverse value gap out of this BPR, that'd be honestly really nice. I would like that a lot. Okay, I'm gonna record this video. That propulsion block did not work. Just getting screen time though, that's what matters. But yeah, we might come down to these equal lows pretty soon. Okay. recording this. Today I'm going to be showing a... Okay, wait. Okay. Today I'm going to be showing a 5-to-1 risk reward trade you could have taken in New York AM session today. On the hourly chart, we swept out these lows and we got an SMT with the S&P 500. After sweeping out these After sweeping out these lows, we then went up to this first fair value gap. After forming the SMT and sweeping the lows, we could at least assume after getting that SMT and then sweeping those lows, we got a 2-minute inverse fair value gap, at which point we could at least assume that this fair value gap would probably be targeted. We'd take profit here, this would be our first take profit, and then we'd also move our stop loss to break even here. Now at this point, you could either choose to take all off at this first take profit, or if you wanted to, you could leave runners up to TP2 at this high. And then also TP3, which would be all the way over here at these highs. Today I'm going to be showing a 5-to-1. Today I'm going to be showing a 5-to-1. Okay, got that filmed. Today I'm going to be showing a 5-to-1 risk reward trade you could have taken in New York AM session today. On the hour, you could have taken in. Okay, almost done with this video. So yeah, you would have got stopped out at break even on this trade here. But I am curious how we react off of this BPR here. So I'm gonna keep watching while I finish this up. then also TP3, which would be all the way over here at these highs. Today I'm going to be showing a 5-to-1 risk reward trade you could have taken.
Okay, almost done with this.
You could have taken. Today I'm going to be showing a 5-to-1 risk reward trade you could have taken in New York AM session today. On the hourly chart, we swept out these lows and we got an S&P with the S&P 500. After hitting that S&P and then sweeping those lows, we got a 2-minute inverse fair value gap, at which point we could at least assume that this fair value gap would probably be targeted. We'd take profit here, this would be our first take profit, and then we'd also move our stop loss to break even here. Now at this point, you could either choose to take all off at this first take profit, or if you wanted to, you could leave runners up to TP2 at this high, and then also TP3, which would be all the way over here at these highs. Today I'm going to be showing a 5-to-1 risk reward trade you could have taken in New York.
Now the question is, do I want music with these or not?
Today I'm going to be showing a 5-to-1 risk reward trade you could have taken in New York AM session today. On the hourly chart, we swept out these lows and we got an S&P with the S&P 500. After getting that S&P and then sweeping those lows, we got a 2-minute inverse fair value gap, at which point we could at least assume that this fair value gap would probably be targeted. We'd take profit here, this would be our first take profit, and then we'd also move our stop loss to break even here. Now at this point, you could either choose to take all off at this first take profit, or if you wanted to, you could leave runners up to TP2 at this high, and then also TP3, which would be all the way over here at these highs. Today I'm going to be showing a 5-to-1 risk reward trade you could have taken in New York AM session today. On the hourly chart, we swept out these lows and we got an S&P.
I like it with music.
After getting that S&P and then sweeping those lows, we got a 2-minute inverse fair value gap, at which point we could at least assume that this fair value gap would probably be targeted. We'd take profit here, this would be our first take profit, and then we'd also move our stop loss to break even here. Now at this point, you could either choose to take all off at this first take profit, or if you wanted to, you could leave runners up to TP2 at this high, and then also TP3, which would be all the way over here at these highs. Today I'm going to be showing a 5-to-1 risk reward trade you could have taken in New York AM session today. On the hourly chart, we swept out these lows and we got an S&P with the S&P 500. After getting that S&P and then sweeping those lows, we got a 2-minute inverse fair value gap, at which point we could at least assume that this fair value gap would probably be targeted. We'd take profit here, this would be our first take profit, and then we'd also move our stop loss to break even here. Now at this point, you could either choose to take all off at this first take profit, or if you wanted to, you could leave runners up to TP2 at this high, and then also TP3, which would be all the way over here at these highs. Today I'm going to be showing a 5-to-1 risk reward trade you could have taken in New York AM session today. On the hourly chart, we swept out these lows and we got an S&P with the S&P 500. After getting that S&P and then sweeping those lows, we got a 2-minute inverse fair value gap.
Okay, I think this is good. So I put music on it. So you guys let me know if the music is good or if it's not good. Ooh, whoa, we are getting a possible trade. Now I'm not going to take this, but look at this. We're reacting off this BPR. I'd want to see... Honestly, I'd want to see this final 1 minute for value get close, and then I would target these equal lows. This is a nice trade. I'm genuinely considering starting to take more than one trade a day, because this is a good trade. If this was to inverse, this would be a good trade. Yeah, I might. I don't know. I don't know if it's undisciplined or not to take a good trade. We'll see if we get this. Honestly, I might take it. With the idea that well, is the drawn liquidity higher? Oh, there's this high over here. I might take this, but move my stop loss to break even right here. We might not get it though. And we are reacting off this fair value gap. Maybe we'll sweep this high. Who knows? Are these equal highs? Yeah, honestly, with this giant bullish SMT, things look bullish, so. But there are equal lows here. These formed equal highs. That's like not necessarily an SMT, but it kind of is. And I'm okay to keep streaming for a little bit longer because I've been productive and filmed my video. So, actually, I'm gonna be disciplined. I think I'm gonna call it here. I know I would love to take another trade, but I think discipline is the most important thing, and I can't just decide to take another trade and break my rules. I'm taking one trade a day, and I'm sticking to that, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to be profitable, and that is part of what it takes. So, yeah, I'm gonna post this in just a second. Okay, no open positions, no pending orders. Okay, closing that out, closing this out. Okay, like let's post this. Hopefully people stop hating. What's the date? October 2nd? Okay. Posting this. Do you guys remember when Bitcoin went to $15,000? Well, what if I told you that that was actually just a 3-month fair value gap? All right, posted that video. Okay, I'm about to film this market recap. We'll see if anyone in my Discord took any trades. I'm almost sure no one did, but we're gonna take a look at it anyways. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and I will see you guys